Willow episode 6 is a masterpiece compared to The Witcher Blood Origins, which I watched about 5 minutes before this, and honestly was one of the worst experiences of my entire life and made Willow feel like I was watching Citizen Kane. And it's extremely frustrating. Right off the bat, this show sets up a really cool premise that I enjoy out of a fantasy movie / TV show, where we've seen that Kit was kidnapped by the trolls in the last episode, and now our fellowship must go and rescue her. And it's in this really cool setting at the side of a mountain where these trolls are like harvesting the energy from all these people that they kidnap to make themselves extremely strong for the crow or some garbage like that. In fairness to this episode, aesthetically it looked really cool inside in this cave area. Kit and Willow got captured, they got put in a cage. They met this really charismatic character played by Christian Slater.
Name's Mad Mardigan.
What? And of course I knew where it was going because it was extremely predictable. The unfortunate part of this whole episode, I guess the series in general, and when we talk about these showrunners and every new show that's coming out, it gets exhausting. It's over and over again. We see the same thing over and over again. The potential was there. You could have made this brilliant. And again with this character, Allagash. He's this Mad Mardigan type hero who's extremely witty, charismatic. It's Christian Slater. He's an awesome actor. So you're like, this is awesome. They get embroiled in this conversation where we realize that he was once friends with Mad Mardigan, but then he starts divulging this information about Boorman, who totally retcons everything that we've seen from Boorman. And I'm like, this can't be true. He can't be the bad guy. He can't be the traitor. You've built up the only decent character throughout the first 5 episodes to be Boorman, and now you're tearing it down. But inevitably and predictably, because what the revelation turned out was that the two of them betrayed Mad Mardigan in some sort of way, and the two of them felt remorse for it. The potential for Christian Slater to be a recurring character in this show was right there. It was right there. It made me overlook the absolute and utter terrible dialogue. And I'm just going to say it straight out, right? Kit, Elora Danan, and Jade, take them out of the show and it becomes 10 times better. Every time we cut to Elora Danan, I feel like plucking my eyes out with my bare hands. Please stop showing this garbage narrative. It's not working. But they doubled down on it because when we got to the end of this episode, after what I thought was a decent journey through these caves, and the trolls were quite funny. They were very modernized, which stays with the theme of TikTok Kardashian dialogue. But I was fine with it. I think I've gotten to the stage with this show now that it is what it is. You know, it's not going to change. I can't go too hard on it every week. I enjoyed this episode. Maybe that's because I came off the Witcher Blood Origin. I was going to make a video about the Blood Origin and I was like, I can't do it. I can't regurgitate the same thing over and over and over again about showrunners, identity politics, far left ideology, being part of a cult. That's all that show was. There was literally nothing else in it. There was nothing of redeeming qualities whatsoever to come out of that show. So coming from that straight over to Willow, it was a breath of fresh air, and that's been 100% honest. So we have the stereotypical hijinks of them escaping the troll pit. We have them entering a tomb, which they had to like do some sort of a riddle to get in there. It was okay. It was what it was. Then we have the Lux Arcana and the Curious. I don't even know what any of them are. I don't know the significance behind them, but Allagash and Boorman had a little fight about it. It was a nothing burger. And Kit then had this interesting interaction with like a sphere type portal where we heard Val Kilmer, Mad Mardigan's voice echoing out of there, asking her to come and save him. So Kit is ready to dive in and save her father, Mad Mardigan. We still don't know who betrayed him, whether it was Allagash or Boorman. Elora Danan arrives with Jade. They drag her away. She's all upset and whingy, and she does the crying, angsty teenager Americanized garbage that has been a constant thread through the entire show. They drag her away, and then they're surrounded. They're caught by the trolls, and who arrives but Allagash? We thought that he had run away. We thought that he had betrayed everyone, but he didn't. He returned wearing the Curious, which is some sort of armor that emanates special powers, but it didn't work with him. He arrived, he got into a little bit of battle, he took it off, he threw it to Boorman. Boorman attempted to put it on, and then we were faced with the obligatory scene, which drove me absolutely insane and made me want to stick my fingers in my ears and scream, where Allagash sacrificed himself to save Elora Danan again.
What matters most?
Elora Danan! Now get out of here!
This entire show is based around a character that nobody likes, that is extremely unlikable. The secondary character that is Kit, who's even more unlikable. And the coolest characters like Allagash, like Borman, are discarded as bumbling idiots. It's infuriating. Just get it right. If you had got this right, if you had got Borman been this awesome protagonist who was there to save everybody, if you had got Allagash, who was a perfect replacement for Val Kilmer, to come in and lead the rest of this show, it would be so good. Instead, what we got was Kit and Elora Danan having this back and forth interaction where it consisted of snot, crying, whinging, Americanized garbage dialogue, all because Allagash had just sacrificed himself for Elora Danan. Mad Mardigan was lost in the beyond because he had sacrificed himself for Elora Danan. Now Kit has the sword of Mad Mardigan and she must go and sacrifice everything for Elora Danan. Willow is following her around like an absolute bumbling idiot, and it actually adds to the frustration of this almost being a good show. So this interaction is ended with Kit falling through this type of diamond lava base and she's stuck underneath there. She's about to die. It covers in on top of her. There's no way out. Bumbling idiot Willow can't break it with his wand. Jade can't break it with her super independent whammon sword. She can't get through there either. So here's the redeeming moment for Elora Danan to prove her worth, to prove that all the sacrifices have been just. She whips out the wand, she points it down, she starts saying the spell with absolute and utter venom. And you're waiting for this insane moment where she cracks open this lava, saves Kit's life, and everything is good. And then we cut to this. I love the colorful clothes you wear. What the fuck? And that was Willow episode 6 and the entire show in a nutshell. Potential is there. This could be so cool. You messed it up. This could be so cool. If you watched it, let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, share, comment, do the whole lot of it, please. I'd really appreciate it. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one.